Adjusting to the rule changes, obviously, is another storyline. The bases are bigger, so we'll see if there's if the stolen bases increase. I don't know if that's something we're going to be seeing in spring training or if that's just more something we're going to be seeing in the regular season. And Trey Turner's going to be stealing every time he's on first, or Tatis is going to be stealing every time he's on first. I don't know how much of an impact the bigger bases are going to have. They'll have an impact, I think. I mean, they are significantly bigger. I mean, Alex Cora was calling the bases pizza boxes. Um, it's probably an exaggeration, but they are bigger. Like, you can tell the difference. We'll get used to it, but you can tell the difference. So I'm interested to see what the impact is there. The pitch clock, obviously. Padres pitchers, they're throwing bullpens right now in Peoria, and behind them, behind the catcher, they have the 15-second pitch clock. So when runners are on base, 15 seconds, go. 20 seconds without runners, or excuse me, 20 seconds, I think, with runners on base, 15 seconds without runners on base. I think that's what it is. I could be flip-flopping them. But they have the clock behind them, and that's smart. I mean, that's not something that only the Padres are doing. I'm sure every team's doing that. They'd be stupid to not do it, right? This is what's going to happen during games. So you got to get used to it. Have as much time with these clocks as you can before the season starts. So seeing that, how many balls are issued because guys aren't ready to go. Batters, by the way, they have 8 seconds to get back into the box and be ready. So we'll see what effect that has on some guys. The WBC guys, they're not going to be playing under those same rules when they play in those tournaments. So are they going to get? They're going to be playing under them for the first games that they play in spring training. Then they go to the WBC. They're not playing under those rules. Then they come back for like a week, maybe couple weeks, play under those rules, and then they're playing under those rules during the big league season. So I'm interested in seeing how that goes. What other rule changes? The shift, obviously, seeing how Joey Gallo does in those at-bats in spring training, right? How Juan Soto does without the shift. I think you could still shift in the WBC, right? There's no like rule against that because they're not playing with the MLB rules. So I want to see the effect of that. Again, I don't know what the effect's going to be in spring training because spring training, a lot of it is players just trying to get timing, trying to get at bats, right? They don't care about the results, right? Like, you want to put good swings on the ball, but you hit a $190, who cares? It's spring training, right? The big league players, they don't care. And I'm not going to overreact to that, right? But it's more of the major league season. But seeing the rule changes still in spring training implemented, seeing how it looks, the box, right? I guess the umpires are going to be more strict on that this year, and you can only lift your leg up once. Once you lift your leg up, you got to go, either pick off or you got to pitch, because there's guys in the league like Luis Garcia with the Astros, Nestor Cortez. I don't think he lifts his leg up more than once. He has the shimmy, like he rocks back and forth a little bit, like balance. It's weird. He has a weird delivery. It's different. I think he can still do that, but they're going to be more strict with the box than they have been previously. So I'm going to be interested in seeing that. So yeah, that's another question. That's something that's a storyline to be watching, obviously.